Good morning, everyone. So I got my microphone working. That's what took me so long to get started today was setting up, trying to get things working right. Figure out what was wrong. We got Kevin Scott checking in, number one. Let me get this fixed really quick here. Okay, so we got Kevin Scott, we got Demon Dog Chris, Dice Mama Steph. Good morning to all. Let's get started here. And I'm going to go through and talk about a couple things once we get started here. Once we start the show, I should say. 3632. $549, R9. 3632. Good morning, Joel. How you doing? 28 Craps. Four hard 8. Yeah, I took a beating yesterday as well as everybody else did, Joel. And I actually took it pretty hard yesterday, which is what we're going to be talking about once the show starts here. 516. It's been a tough last 5 or 6 sessions here, so causes a person to reevaluate things. Two hard 4. Three, 6, 3, 2. Five, 2, 7. Five, 3, 8. Good morning, Dan. Glad you're jumping in here. Yeah, about a minute and a half here, and we'll get the show started. And like I said, hang in, guys. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion to start off the show today. He's Deuce. One, 3, 4, Big Joe. Three, 6, 3, 2. 235. And we'll go one or two more here before we start. Ace deuce again. So let's get her started here. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 552 of the Level Up program, day number 47 of the $100,000 challenge. Hey, if you're new to the program, this is my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we have Kevin Scott checking in number 1, and he's followed up by Demon Dog Chris. We have Dice Mama Steph from Milwaukee area checking in here. We've got 208 Crafts from Idaho, and Dice Dr. Dan from Las Vegas, as well as Lazy Dog coming from California. So good morning to all. So we've got 10 people watching right now. I'm going to give it just a few seconds here, and I got a couple things I want to get off my chest here. A couple things I want to talk about going forward with the show and what we've seen so far since the beginning of the show when it started. Good morning, Larry, Big Kuna checking in. I started this journey probably about 4.5 years ago. It was actually just a little over 4 years ago. I started actually in April. It was right when COVID was going on, and I started off as a complete novice. I knew nothing about craps. It was a game that I wanted to learn how to play, and I faked it until I thought I made it. So I just pushed and just learned as much as I could, and I was just a sponge and just soaked it all up. And I started off with doing different strategies and stuff like that, and eventually the journey took me on to the dice shooting journey, and I was never taught by anybody how to do anything. I learned everything off of YouTube. I learned everything off of practice. I learned everything off by setting standards and goals for myself. And these are standards and goals that I don't feel like I have been living up to as of lately. The results of the shows are terrible. The results of the dice rolls have been terrible. And it's causing me to do some refocusing and some rethinking of different things. I show you guys how to do my betting, and I have a whole complete CMJ level up betting program, which if I had to bankroll is pretty much how I would do it in the casinos. But since my bankroll is very limited in real life, when I do go out and do my casino play, if you will, I actually do a lot of the horseman style betting. So the style of betting that you see me do on the show, I don't do in real life, again, because of the bankroll size that I have. So things are not realistic. So after the show yesterday, I had a huge meltdown. It's just very displeasing to myself with the dice roll results, the way that things are going on the show, all those different things. So I reached out to a couple friends, and they gently reminded me, hey, Joe, this is a journey. This is your journey. And that's what makes my show unique to most other shows. So they reminded me that part of this journey is to get out of this major league slump that I have, if you will, and figure out how to do it, and then show everybody what to do and how to do it and how to try to work through it. So that's what we're going to try to do going forward. Now, this slump started when this $100,000 challenge began, and $100,000 challenge has been a challenge for me. I have had to restart it 5-6 times. We started at 5,000 every time. Look at my starting bankroll today is 3,500. So we're down $1,500 from the 5th time that we started here. So I did some thinking last night, and John yesterday on Casino Gimme TV showed a different style of playing his horsemen. And I'm going to kind of go off of what he did, and I'm going to actually term this the horseman halves. So we're going to try to do a little bit different betting. We're going to work on the strategy. I'm going to continue to work on the throwing so we can get some decent throws for you guys, and you guys can get some fun crapsy play here going forward. But right now, guys, take it as it is. Take the rolls as they are. Hopefully they're long rolls. Play for the short roll, like I always say, and let's move forward from there. I appreciate everybody showing up every day. I appreciate all the positive comments that everybody gives. I also appreciate all the little ribbing and razzing that everybody gives. But over time, that does, I don't know how to say it. It is actually very difficult to go live every day. And, the show is all about transparency. You guys are seeing massive failures right now from a transparency standpoint, but you've also seen some pretty amazing runs and tosses from me as well. So I have good, I have bad, and we got to kind of roll with it as we go forward. We got Craps guy, David Clark checking in. So let's get started, guys. Click on the live tab on Crapsee. That'll bring you over to the table that we're using today. I do have a $3,504 bankroll today. My win goal is going to be 350 plus, and hopefully that's horseman halves that I'm going to try to do today, and I'll explain to you guys how I'm going to do it. Hopefully it does pay out, because one of the biggest things, good morning Arnell checking in, one of the biggest things that I have done in real casino when I do play the horseman is trying to get into that long roll. And with the horseman, I'm very strict with it, and I would take my 4 bets, let them clear, and then I would stop and watch, and then I missed out on a lot of rolls. So we're hopefully going to change that right now. We got Reggie checking in. Good morning. But let's start our shooting today here. We're going to start with a 3-6-3-2. We've got 18 people on Crapsee right now, 21 people watching. Oops, I pushed the wrong button there. Anyhow, let's get started here, and we'll call this dice out. So hopefully that didn't stop the shooting here, but 3-6-3-2. Dice did split apart a little bit when they left the fingers. We got a 5-3-8, the grape ape. So it's marked at point of 8. It's a shooter number 1. Best set is your mindset. That's right, Steph. And that's what Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooter says. We got 3-6-3-2 is our dice set. I'm going to do this now. And I'll kind of go through bankroll requirements and all that stuff as I figure this out. I have it figured out pretty much, but I want to just finalize it with the show here. But we're going to do this one. So we're going to put a DC bet, 175 on our DC bet. And I'll explain and then later show why I'm choosing these amounts here. So let's call that all bets set. We got K Fisher checking in. We got Mike 85 Bears checking in. Yeah, it's not a bad. I was actually thinking about that, K Fisher, about just stopping a $100,000 challenge and just taking the stress off my shoulders a little bit. But we're gonna try it one or a few more times here and see what happens. But 3632, dice out. And we got a 325. That is a Justice Gen 5. So we're gonna move that DC over to the 5. 3632, 325 results. Good morning, Clay. Thank you, my friend. It does humble you. It really does. But anyhow, we're going to go right now with 175 on a combat now. So the horseman is, John plays it with a DP. I play with a DC bet, and it's followed up by 3 combats. But what we're going to do with these combats, should they hit, is how we're going to alter the strategy, and that's where I came up with the horseman halves. And again, I'll explain it as we go. But we have a $175, $175 combat here, and we'll go all bet set, dice out. And we got magic aces, 112, so that will be a loser in that combat. That is a leaner. It will come down on a 1. Oh, it came down on a 3, but it should have been a 1, so we'll flip it to a 1. 3632 and 112. And we have 3 total combats that can come through, so we lost the first one. Puts us in a hole for $175, which I'm not too worried about right now. So again, we're going to go with another combat, 175. Thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate everybody's support in that. You know, it's kind of amazing how I started from nothing, and I'm considered one of the better shooters out there now, which I, again, I'm faking it till I make it type situation. In fact, our friend Cashier's Cage put out a challenge to anybody except for a handful of people. He will challenge and beat them in a roll-off. And I happen to be on one of the people that he does not want to challenge. George C.Y. is another person. Dangerous Arm Crapsee is another person. Sarge is another person. And there's a couple people that he mentioned. And I kind of chuckled because obviously he did not see my last few shows. So, you know, 3632, dice out. And we got a 268. That is a Duracell 8, and that'll be a winner 8. So that puck will turn off. And our combat will move to the 8. 3632 and a 268 result. And we're going to be putting out the third. Instead of a combat now, we'll put out a pass line bet for 175. Good morning, Craps, Texas, checking in there. So puck turns off. We're going to go 175 on a pass line. Now this will be considered our last combat. And hopefully the 8 or something here pays out so we can go on to the next phase of the horseman halves. And let's call this all bet set. 21 people playing along. We got 26 people watching. 9 thumbs up. Dice out. 3632. And we got a 314. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So I had an exciting day yesterday for my birthday. I did the show, had a complete meltdown afterwards. Got a couple hours of sleep and I worked all night. Can't ask for much more than that, can ya? 3632. Our point is 4 now. So we have 175 on a 4. We have 175 combat on that 8. So if you can hit the 8 again or the 4, stay away from the 5 here. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Hugs and drinks. That sounds like a good time. Peace out. And we have a 2, 4, 6, Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Yeah. 3, 6, 3, 2, and a 2, 4, 6 result. So I'm looking for a 4 or 8 here. So that was no help for me. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we'll call that all bet set. And dice out. Yeah, classical music for the music today. And we got a 628 at the Duracellite, so that is perfect for me. That combat does hit now. So now we can go on to the next part of the strategy. 632 and a 628 result. So that combat's going to come down now on the 8. We'll get paid $175 for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to, all of our open numbers now, we're going to put it at table minimum. So that way we can start trend betting up from there on these bets. Whoops. And I got to lock in that 6 and 8 after these are up to what they should be. So we're going to put it $18 on a 6, 8, 9, and 10. So that way we're putting some money all in the table, and we are also collecting some money to get back. Remember, we had 175 laid out 3 different times here on our bets. So we have to try to get, what is that? That's going to be $600, $700 we need to get back to the rack before we really get into profit in that. But 3632, and we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that that roll challenge there or no. It was kind of funny, but. And we got a 6, 4, 10. That is a Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. So if you go into the description of Cashier Cage video from this morning or last night or whenever it was, he has it in the description of his video how he's going to challenge everybody, but he has a list of people he does not want to challenge. 3632 is our dice set, and we're going to go to $25 on that 10. So we're just trend betting right now once we have that base out there. And again, we're going to try to get that 4 off so we can get that another $175 back. And let's call that all bets set. Dice out. And we have another 10, a 4, 6, 10 this time. That is Waylon's best friend on the end, Daddy Joe. 3, 6, 3, 2, and a 4, 6, 10. So that'll be a nice hit for us here. Hey, I gotta get that. Working on KPI 4, 6, 10. There we go. Again, 3, 6, 3, 2. And with our bets, we're going to make that 10 look like $50 now. So just trend betting up now that we have money on there. Again, we're going to try to get that 4 to hit so we can get that $175 and make the point so we can turn that puck off. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. 36, 3, 2. Dice sit split apart in midair just a little bit. We have an magic aces again. 1, 1, 2. Bookend. 3, 6, 3, 2, and a 1, 1, 2 result. All we need is that 3 for the small. 3, 6, 3, 2 is our dice sets. Good morning, Slim. Oops, and we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. A little bit shorter in the landing zone. We have a hard 8 this time. 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So I was about an inch or two short of the landing zone that I'm looking for today. It's a primary and bottom, both dice. Good morning, Greg. Again, 3, 6, 3, 2. And we're going to make that 8 look like $30. Increase it 2 units. And all bet set. Dice out. If you're just joining in, I had a little bit of a monologue in the beginning of the show after my warm-up. Might want to go back and check it out. And we have another 10, 4, 6, 10 this time. Daddy Joe. 3, 6, 3, 2, and we got a 4, 6, 10 result. Still looking to hit that 4. We're gonna make that 10 look like $100. 3, 6, 3, 2. Good morning, Matt Hatter. And 25 people playing along here, all bet set. It's out, 27 people watching. And we have a 1, 4, 5. That is the horse and buggy, and that's going to be knocking our DC off. So it is what it is. 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. Still looking for that 3 for those of you who are playing the ATS. 3, 6, 3, 2. And since we lost that 5, let's bring our bets down. No, we're gonna keep it where they're at. We'll just put $15 on that 5. So we can get that covered. And let's call this all bet set. Dice out. Jeff and G have their show tonight. Thanks for a reminder. I've been out of sorts lately with everybody's shows. And we have a 5, 6 Yo Chef. Again, 3, 6, 3, 2, 5, 6 Yo. Again, 3632. That yo was no help for me. And we'll call that all bet set. Days out. So we're gonna hit that 4 so we can break even on the horseman part of the strategy. I split apart a little bit. Let's regroup them. Days out. And we got a 3, 4, 7. There's a double pitch of the dice, so that will be a 7 out. So we are going to lose money on this roll here because of the strategy that we're using. But again, we're just kind of playing around with that strategy, trying to see if we can get it to work, see what it will take to make it successful. So I actually lost $333 on that. So we're going to keep it going now. Good morning, Nemo. So, good first roll. Kind of need that. Hopefully going forward here. We'll see how things go on the next shooter. So get your bets in. We get 25 people playing along, 30 people watching, 14 thumbs up. And let's call that all bets set. Dice out. Stick with the 3, 6, 3, 2. Well, that was a terrible throw. 4, 3, 7 double pitch. Pass line winner, come out natural. Terrible throw. I had a little bit too much energy on that one. 3, 6, 3, 2. And 4, 3, 7. Not too worried about that. Good morning, Bags. My birthday was full of go back to the beginning of the show after a warm-up. We'll explain it a little bit. But I had an okay day. I had a meltdown. I had a couple hours of sleep, and then I worked all night. So after you hit a certain age, I guess birthdays don't mean as much. But Mary and the kids made me a birthday cake, so we had some cake yesterday. Actually, we had it 2 days ago. 3632, looking for point, shooter number 2. And we got a 617, so we're going to switch over to the 3236 set. 3632 is this one, and that was a 617, another pass line winner, come out natural. This is why I played DC on myself. It always seems like the come outs are like that. 3236 until we can get a point established here. Oh no, I did not do a diet update yesterday, Joel, because I forgot. Last week on Monday, I said my weight loss is 28.5 pounds, and I did not update the screen. But I am down 31 pounds now. So I will definitely do another update on Monday, but 31 pounds I'm down. And it's been almost, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 weeks it's taken me to do that. So kind of excited about that. We'll go all but set. Days out. Thank you for asking, no? And we got a 1, 3, 4. That is a Big Joe. Craps Master Journey. So hopefully next week will be 33 or 34 pounds, and I will hopefully put that up on the screen next week. But I told Mary that I'm doing this, letting you guys all know that, so that way it keeps me accountable. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. Yeah, it's been a challenge. The reason I'm on my diet is not only did I need to lose weight to get in better shape and that, but Mary's having shoulder surgery next week, which reminds me I got an announcement to make for next week also. And she had to lose weight to get her diabetes under control before they would do the surgery. Let's go 175 DC here. Yeah, we'll call it all bet set. And in order to support her with her journey, I told her I would lose weight also. She is down 30 pounds as well. So we are both down a small child together. Short in that landing zone, 358, the Grape Ape. So I forgot to put a damn cum bet out there, so that was a wasted roll for me. 358, 3236, 358. So next week, I'm going to do a show on Monday and on Friday for sure. Mary's surgery is on Tuesday. So Tuesday, I definitely am not doing a show. And Wednesday, I may or may not be doing a show, and Thursday may or may not be doing a show. So it's going to be, next week's going to be kind of a hit or miss, other than Monday and Friday. Monday and Friday, I definitely will be doing a show. Let's do 175 combat since I forgot to do that. I was showing the chin, not the spin. So just to let everybody know that, and I will try to keep you guys updated next week, either through the community tab, or just check my channel to see if a show is scheduled. I will not schedule them until I know that I can do them. I'll go all bet set. 32 people playing along. This out. 3236. And we got an ace deuce, Alfredo sauce, 1, 2, 3 craps. It's gonna be another combat loss. 3, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3 craps. So I'll go again with a second combat. Let's repeat that bet. There we go. Yeah, I could place the 8 probably, Greg. That's not a bad idea, but I'm gonna play it as if I'm in the casino. I forgot to make the bet, so my loss, I guess. Part of the horseman, if you guys, is that protection for the short roll. So that's kind of why I am playing it that way, but all bets set here and face out. A little bit of a roll over. We got a 628. That would have paid out. Damn it. That is the Duracell 8. Go out, support free life content. Give that thumbs up where deserved, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got a 628. Oh, that was my DC bet that just lost on that. Okay, it is what it is. So we're down here. Dice are heavy now, says David. That's funny. No, that's not the case. So we're going to go up again last time with our combat here. 175. They come. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 2, 3, 5, Justice Gen 5. So that combat will move to the 5. So we have 2 combats out there. We lost a DC already. We lost a combat. 3, 2, 3, 6. 235 result. So now we're going to wait until we get one of those combats to hit before we go on to the next part of the strategy here. Get some of the money back at least with this shooter. And I'll call that all bets set. Stay silent. And we got a 639. That is the easy 9, the Franks. Two, 3, 6, 6, 3, 9. Result. I forgot to set the bet. Just place it. That's what they told me, Nemo. It happens. It really happens. So Mad Hatter says, so thoughtful, Joe. I'm guessing you're talking about me going on a diet with Mary, for Mary, to help support her, and so I can lose some chub, because I really was a big Joe, and now I'm becoming a medium big Joe. So we'll call this all bet set. Place out. I need a 5 or an 8 here. And we have a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe. That is a winner 4. So that puck will turn off. Three, 2, 3, 6, and 1, 3, 4 results. Okay. Not so big Joe. Still big, just not as big. I can see my toes now standing up. How's that? That's a good start. So 3, 2, 3, 6, looking for a new point here. All bet set. Place out. And we got a 4, 5 R9, the Big Daddy Mac. So let's mark that point of 9. 3, 2, 3, 6, and 4, 5, 9 results. Thank you, Mad Hatter. Back in the green, says Buckeye, and Nemo hit his goal. That's awesome. Get to the cage, my friend. Cash it out and get the money. Get the moolah, as Arnell says. And we'll call it all bets set. The new point is 9. We marked the point of 9. Place out. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we have a 2, 1, 3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Three, 2, 3, 6, and let's get a single pitch of the dice. Sticking with the 3, 2, 3, 6. And all about set. Face out. Placed it split apart. We have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. Buckeye asked for a 6. I shall deliver it for you, my friend. 5, 1, 6, 3, 2, 3, 6, and 5, 1. All we need is aces for that small. And we need 3 numbers for the tall. 3, 2, 3, 6. I'll call that all bet set. Dice out. And we got 369, and that is going to be the triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. And that'll be a winner 9, so that puck will turn off. 3, 2, 3, 6, and 369 results. Okay, let's look for a new point. Let's go to 3, 2, 3, 6. You're gonna call me UPS ups? I deliver on time, and I only turn right. I always turn left. No, I always turn right. Did you know that? That UPS always turns right. They never turn left. And let's call that all bet set. Dice out. Looking for a new point. Dice did cross on me. We got a 6-1 on the come out. 6-1-7 pass line winner, come out natural. And that's going to be a loser for me. So I lost all 4 of my $175 bets off of that. 3, 6, 6-1. So that means I am done betting on this shooter. We're going to continue rolling. Medium Joe, good handle, says Matt Hatter. Yeah, I hear you, K Fisher. I'm digging out as well. 3, 2, 3, 6. And let's call that all bet set. Still looking for point here. Dice out. 2. And we got a 5-6 Yo Chef. Another pass line winner, come out natural. 3, 2, 3, 6, and 5-6 Yo. Again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. A little short on the landing zone. We got 3-2-5, the Justice Gen 5. So it's marked at point of 5. And this will be our 3rd unique point for this shooter. And since this is going to be a decent roll so far, we're going to go 96 across. We're just going to try to get some of that money back here. We lost all 4 of our bets so far. 3, 2, 3, 6. So basically just going to try to get some money back to the rack here. And all bets set. Dice out. And that's a good double pitch of the dice. 3, 4, 7, ouch. So of course we lost that 96 as well. So that was a major loss for me on that shooter. 3-2, 3-6, and we got a 3-4 double pitch, 7-0. Time for at least one more shooter here. And we're going to keep on, we're going to throw the horseman halves aside for now. And we're going to go back to our rugger betting since our rolls have been a little bit longer today. 15 and a 17 so far. 16.0 SOR coming in, 6.4 SRR. So let's do this once. Let's go with our $35 pass line bet. Go 10 small, we'll go 10 tall. Whoops, no, we're gonna go 5, 5, and 5, and we'll go 10 any craps, 5 yo. And let's call that all about set. Dice out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So it's marked up with a 9. Three, 2, 3, 6, 5, 4, 9 result. Give me a single pitch of the dice. And that'll allow us to go 480 across, including. And we're just going to do a drawdown here so we can get that money back to the rack as fast as possible. 3-2, 3-6. How about set? Dice out. They stay cross on me again. We got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So that'll be hit number 1 for me. 3-2, 3-6, 5-1, 6 results. So that's $90 brought back. We're going to do 160 cross regression. So that puts us at 15 4 5 9 10 60 on the 6 and 8. Mad Hatter, you're a little bit behind on the show. I appreciate it though. Diabetes is a family trait of mine. I wouldn't be surprised if I had it or if I'm on the verge of getting it. But let's go all bet set and dice out. The short in the line zone again. We have a 1-3-4 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. Three, 2, 3, 6, 1, 3, 4. It's going to be left eye off axis, primary on top on the right side. And let's do another regression, 160 cross regression. So it's going to be 168 brought back to the rack, 188 brought back. We got 260 on the table. 3-2, 3-6. And all bets out. Dice out. I forgot to keep on reducing at 9, so I just reduced it off screen there. 3-2, 3-6. And we got a 4-1-5 truck and camper. Three, 2, 3, 6. 4-1-5. And we'll do our last regression. We'll bring our bets down. We'll go 96 across, including, and we're going to start trend betting from here now. So that's 223 brought back, 146 on the table, 32, 36. So this is our first shooter this entire day. We'll actually be in profit. This is going to be the fifth roll here. All bets set. Nice open server. And we have magic aces, 112. That is perfect. All we need is an ace deuce for the small, and I am on the ATS now, so hopefully we do hit it. 3236 and 112. So we're going to keep our bets the same. 3236. And all but set. Nice out. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. Dice did cross on me because they did split apart when they left my fingers just slightly. 2, 3, 6, and a 4, 6, 10 result. Double pitch on the left, and it's me off axis, no single way on the right side. So ultimately, a single pitch of the dice. Make that 10 look like $25. I'll buy that. 3, 2, 3, 6. We started off with the cousin 2 set. We're sticking with the cousin 1 set for the last 2 shooters here. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice up much. And we got a 5, 6 Yo Chef. Again, that's going to be no help for me other than for the ATS. And that's going to be a double pitch of the dice, so we got to be careful with that. Again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 3, 5 Grape Ape. So all we need is midnight. Midnight in 3. 3, 2, 3, 6, and 3, 5, 8. You're welcome there, Slim. 3, 2, 3, 6. Still not hit a point yet on this shooter. Oops, we threw an 8 there, so let's make that 8 look like $30. Increase it 2 units. And we'll call it all bets out. Dice out. And that's going to be a 3, 2, 5, the Justice Gen 5. 3, 2, 3, 6. 3, 2, 5 result. Okay, that's right die off axis. explosion of the dice. And let's make that 5 look like a quarter. 3, 6, 3, 2. I'm sorry, 3, 2, 3, 6. 3 reset. And all bets set. Dice out. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll be happy to see this. OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots. Midnight. Let's light up half of that screen green. So that is nice for me because that's going to be a little bit of extra money brought back to the rack. All we need is the 3. Let's hit a 3. That would be perfect. 3, 2, 3, 6. 3, 2, 3, 6. And all but set. Dice out. Thank you, Step. Thank you, Slim. And we got a 4, 2, 6. That is a holy cannoli. The 6, 4, 2. 2, 3, 6, and a 4, 2, 6 results. Wouldn't say a massive heater there, Nemo, but it is 3 good rolls today for once. Something I haven't had in a long time, so that's good. Now the 6, so let's make that 6 look like 30. Yeah, we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. The left one stopped. Damn it. 5-5, hard 10. I'll be able to show. Sorry, Joel, if I scared you on that. The left one stopped. Did not go any further. So it'll be another hit for us here. And let's make that 10 look like $50. Surprise John with a 3-shooter show, yeah. 3, 2, 3, 6. I really want to hit that 3. That would be nice. I did. I got you, Joe. Okay, sorry. All that set. They sucked. Ooh, that was a roll off on that right one. Again, it's another hard 10. That's a parlay of the day with SJ. Nice hit for me because I had $50 on it. 3, 2, 3, 6. Not a pretty throw, but I will take the result. That's good, K Fisher. I'm sure I have to scroll down way more than that for my rolls. Since I started this table, I'm down $7,000. Yeah, not happy about that. But oops, we gotta get our bets out there. Make that 10 look like $100. And I'll call that all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 415, another truck and camper. That right one jumped up and over. Shoot. Bumped the mouse when I walked past. So we gotta get that fixed. There we go. 2, 3, 6, and we got a 415. Make that 5 look like $35. Still looking for that 3. Hard 10 to me is Kobe. Steph, Joe, get your mind out of the gutter. I hope that's set. Say something. And we got a repeater win here. 112. Magic aces. 1 away from where we need it. 2, 3, 6. 1, 2. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 6. And all about set. Dice out. Another 5, 3, 2, 5. The Justice Gen 5. Three, 2, 3, 6. 3, 2, 5 result. Three, 2, 3, 6. Let's make that 5 look like 60. And all but set. Dice out. Dice did split apart on me. We have another repeater win, this time midnight. See craps, all the dots, all the spots. Midnight. Let's go 3. 3, 3, 3. That would be nice. And I'll go all that set. This out. And we have a double parlay of the day with SJ. Another 5-5 hard 10. And that's a nice hit. I was thinking about bringing that 10 down because it's been a while, so but we did not, so we'll get hit on that. A nice hit. Let's make that 10 look like 200. Again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And we'll go all bet set. Dice out. There you go. And that's going to be the end of the roll with a 5, 2, 7 launch. So 3 decent rolls today. We'll go through our statistics. We almost got the ATS hit on that last shooter. I made a total of $494 on that shooter. So that was the first shooter that I actually made money on today because I did my normal betting. All the other ones I took a loss on it, but we're trying to work on that horseman halves strategy. But anyhow, 3 shooters today. We had a 15, a 17, and a 19. So 2 longer on each one of them. So who knows? Maybe a 21 if I would have done another shooter. But SOR today is 17.0. SRR is 8.3. 3 come with 7s. Box numbers are expected. Inside numbers are low, and that surprises me a little bit. 4s and 10s are high. Come out 7s are high. Horns are high. Fields are high, and Hardways were low. Looking at our 100,000 challenge dice roll results through the end of yesterday, 2,355 throws on this challenge so far. SOR is a 9.27, and that was slipping, but that'll come back up after today's session. We had an SRR of 6.44, I'm sorry, and a BSR of 6.26. So let's go back to the chat here. K-Fish says every day is different, but this is the Joe we've all come to know. Keep striving. Thank you. Popeye says fantastic shooting. Dice Mama says he did great today. Brought home 19K to 11K. Awesome. That is awesome. And Buckeye brought in 46.89 profit today. That is awesome. And Matter says most excellent SR today. Congrats. So anyhow, thanks a lot, guys, for joining today. I will be back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.